Hello and welcome, everybody, to the second game of the 2024 Six Nations. We have a blockbuster game in front of us. Very, very exciting fixture. Italy hosting England at the Stadio Olimpico in Rome. Apparently sold out 72,000 people. Due to make their way to the Italian capital today to watch what is probably the best, I guess, annual rugby tournament there is in the world. I mean, it's hard to kind of compare anything to the Six Nations, the history, the prestige, and there's a lot on the line. Obviously, wanting to kind of make come down with a you don't want to go down with a loss on match week one. Really kind of can set the tone, and obviously Italy looking to break their this would be their ninth year, and their favourites to be the wooden spoon again. They'll be looking to avoid that, and really at home is their best shot versus an England team that really overperformed at the World Cup, and one that not a lot of people expected to do well. They didn't have a great showing. I mean, if you look back to this time last year, it was Scotland who, beat them in the opening round at Twickenham quite emphatically. That amazing try from Tuan van der Merwe. But let's get into the lineups for today. So first of all, the coaches. We got Gonzalo Quesada, the Argentine ex-fly half, who is the new coach at Italy. Then we've got at one, we've got Danilo Fischetti, Gianmarco Lucchesi. At three, Pietro Ceccarelli. Four, Nicolo Cannone. Bringing up his 50th cap is Federico Ruza, which is really exciting. The Zimbabwean-born Sebastian Negri with Michel Lamaro, the captain at number 7, and of course the emphatic Lorenzo Cannone. Really, really strong-looking pack there, really, for Italy, and very exciting. Then we've got the two brothers, Alessandro Garbisi and Paolo Garbisi, in the 9-10 partnership. We've got Manti Ioane, who had a really good World Cup, to be fair, in what was otherwise a very sad display last year. And then we've got the center pairing of Tommaso Menoncello with Juan Igarnaccio Brex. Then we've got Ange Capuzzo at 14 and Tommaso Allen at 15. On the bench, we have Nicotera, Spianaglo, Zioloci, Zambonini, Ayachizi, Zulani, Vani, and Pani. I think every one of those except for one ended in an I. Very Italian as it naturally is. Then let's have a look at the English lineup. Stephen Borthwick picking a team that doesn't feature a lot of the regulars, some of which have tied, some of which are having a break, and most notably Owen Farrell. So the new captain, Jamie George, will lead them out, who is going to be at number 2 today. On either side, you'll have Joe Marler at 1 and Will Stewart at 3. The lock pairing that we've come to know now throughout the World Cup, and I imagine will be there for a long time, is Maro Itoje and Ollie Chisholm. We've got Ethan Roots at 6 making his debut, and the return of Sam Underhill. And Ben Earl, who really made number 8 his own at the end of last year and really at the World Cup. We've got the 9-10 pairing of Alex Mitchell and George Ford, the veteran. Obviously now with the injury to Marcus Smith in camp, he has been ruled out. Whether that is for the entirety of the tournament, we are not sure. But George Ford gets his spot there, also with Owen Farrell taking a break from Test rugby. In the centres, we have Fraser Dingwall and Henry Slade. Fraser Dingwall making his debut, and Henry Slade, another veteran who didn't make it to the World Cup, but has had a phenomenal season thus far. At 11, or the two wings, we have Tommy Freeman and Elliot Daly, with Freddie Stewart bringing up the helm as we have come to know him or come to see in that English shirt at fullback. Then on the bench, we have Theo Dan, Ellis Gaines, Dan Cole, Alex Coles, Chandler Cunningham South, Danny Kerr, Finn Smith, and Emmanuel Feo Waboso, who also making his debut and could have actually been selected for Wales had he chosen to go in that direction. So a very, very exciting game. Obviously, strong lineups. I think the most notably for England, there's a lot of change of the old guard. Players. You think of the players that they usually kind of go into these tournaments. You're thinking the Vinipola brothers. You're thinking Owen Farrell. You're thinking Courtney Laws. The most capped scrum off. Geez, I've drawn a blank. But all these players have now gone and retired. Owen Farrell taking a break, may still come back to Test rugby, but a new team and quite exciting. I think with Jamie George at the helm, I think he's someone that everyone, he's not a very divisive person. It seems like I think everyone, really gets along with them. And if you're looking at this team and who has their position nailed down, I think you can consider Theo Dan's position nailed down at hooker more as much as kind of anyone else. So really exciting now as the players are on the pitch um, and the national anthems are being sung. An absolutely stacked stadium, and it looks very, very sunny, a lovely day to be in the Italian capital. Um, yeah, very, very exciting. Please do, if you are new around here, smash a like on this video. Let's engage in the comments. I'm excited to see what happens. Before we get started, there's also, if you have faith in this new reign under Gonzalo Caseda. This could be good odds for you. England to win 1-10 and a draw 45-1. Obviously, being highly unlikely, but an amazing result. What that would be. My predictions. I'm going with an England win. Do I want England to win? Maybe I shouldn't disclose that, but I think it'll be a slow start for the English. Well, at least if Italy want to, get a hold in this game and try to get a result from it, they're going to have to make sure that they make sure that England don't start too hot, because I think if they do, it could be trouble for them. If they can get to the halfway mark, within, let's say, 8 points, I think that's really, really promising for them, and that could bode well for their chances. So I'm going to call an England victory. I'm going only by, I think I've made this prediction early on in the week. I think it was by 8 points. So not emphatic, but definitely I think an English win. But I would love to see a very um, composed and competitive Italy team, because no one wants to. There's been some conversation, I guess, over the last year whether Italy, should be, potentially replaced in the Six Nations. Um, and I think as one of the countries that we've seen a resurgence of them in the URC. Benetton have done phenomenally well. I think they're coming second at the moment, only after Leinster, which is an amazing feat. So hopefully that can translate into the international arena, and we can see some really, really strong rugby. But as I said, please smash a like on the video, and let's engage. I'll be making sure I take that as frequently as possible, and we can make some predictions together. Both teams have now finished that national anthem. I'm just trying to get some noise in my ear. Let's see what's happening here. So the game is ready to be kicked off. It looks like it's Garbisi kicking to the English team. And what I said, a really packed stadium. I think still kind of the up in the rafters is looking to fill up a little bit more. But Garbisi goes deep and Mario Toje takes it with a penalty because Lucchesi, I think he might have come in either from the side or dived in off his feet. But please leave your predictions down below. Who's going to win this clash? At the moment, it's 70-30 to England. I think that's closer than I thought it might be. Cross-boarding saying England 35, Italy 0. Wow, that would be an amazing win for England if they could start this new era in that fashion. And we have Jamie George taking it in, and now it's a big crunch up by Ben Earl in the midfield. They're up to the 10-meter. Alex Mitchell gives it wide, going to the right-hand side of the field, 10 meters from the line, 10 meters from the side of the line, right? Rather, still at the 10-meter in the Italian half. Give it flat. Ollie Chesham takes it in. George Ford being the first receiver, and it's a massive turnover from Italy. Straight over the ball, no support play from England. As who was that took it in, but penalised for holding onto the ball. Phenomenal steal that from the Italians. This is what they're going to do. They're going to have to disrupt that English play and make sure they try to just get in their half as much as possible. We saw England employing a really big kicking game at the World Cup, as everyone will remember that South Africa game. Really just sending the ball up, not keeping the ball in hand. They were obviously massive underdogs. That was Ollie Chesham, by the way, who had the ball stolen from him as he took it in, just isolated in a really good steal. But it'll be interesting to see now that England are favourites for the game. Are they going to continue this kicking fashion? Are they going to hold on to the ball? We've just seen a turnover in midfield. But the throw-in is successful. And it's Lucchesi at the back of the mall now, who has it there on the 22-meter. Garbisi gives it to his brother, given off to Menoncello. Counter ruck, but the Italians still have the ball, driven back about 5 meters from the 22 now. Garbisi gives it wide, and that's Sebastian Negri, Zimbabwean born, number 6, who takes it in. A little How about Garbisi puts it to the boot and Elliot Daly's got the pressure here. And is there a counteract? No, he takes it down successfully. A little grubber through, Montiuani chasing on. Alex Mitchell with it at the back of the ruck and sends it high. Box kick, looking for the halfway line and finds touch between the 10 and the halfway line and the English half. 31-meter kick. I get the sense that the English aren't going to want to play in their own half. I mean, most teams don't, but I don't think there's going to be much running from either of these teams. Maybe the Italians from their own half, but I think the English will be very keen to get into their territory, maybe get a couple 3 points just to put on a bit of scoreboard pressure. But it's a successful line-out and a good first scrum, and they take it down. And now they've changed direction on the left. Fortunately, the ball goes to ground, but there was a penalty advantage. Looks like an offside call. This is an interesting one. It's quite on the 10-meter, about 10 meters from the sideline. Quite a tough kick. But do they go for 3 points? Or do they go to the corner? They're going for the 3 points. Tommaso Allen started well, Italy. I mean, a really, really strong carry up there. I think it was Menoncello who took it in. And and then they just changed direction. Got BC brothers linking up. Monty Ioane not finding the pass, but they had penalty advantage for that offside. So a little bit of a careless penalty there from England, but 4 minutes in, big opportunity to go up. Marcel Allen lines up. Oh, that is absolutely perfect. Straight through the uprights, and that gives Italy the lead 3-0. I'm so sorry. Um, Cross-boarding, that England's 35, England's 0. You did say, to be fair, all five, but neither of those scores are possible. But the difference is what really counts. And England kick it off. They go deep into the Italian 22, and a great follow-up from... Oh, and it's a penalty straight away, though. That's, I think, England's third penalty that they've given away. Wouldn't really want to be seeing a lot more of that if they're looking to put them under pressure. But um, I think it was Tommy Freeman with a great follow up. But I think Itoje had gone over and not clearing out, not rolling away. It's a good penalty kick. Didn't have much room to work with. I think he's managed to get it up to the 50-meter line. Seeing Felix Jones, the English defence coach, of course, the old South African defence coach. I think he'll make a massive difference there, not just defensively, but just to their it's stolen from the from the lineouts. And now England have it just outside their own 22. They take it in. Ben Earl making meters as he usually does. Is that a knock on from England? I don't think it is. Just with Scrappy coming out of the ruck. Alex Mitchell gives it off to Joe Marler. He's closing in on 100 caps, I'll let you know. Alex Mitchell sends it back. George Ford is going to send it up and under. He's got Elliot Daly chasing. Great take, though, from Tommaso Allen. The counter ruck here. Henry Slade among the mix, but they've managed to keep it. Garbisi has it at the base. And Negri takes it down, being pushed back a little bit by England. They're now just, I think, inside their own half, 30 meters from their own line, and Garbisi's going to send it high. Capuzzo chasing, but doesn't really get too close to the ball. And England have it secure. Gives it off to Will Stewart with a strong carry. Has it been knocked on, though? It has been. I think it was ripped out of his hands. Maybe a little bit unlucky for the knock-on to be called. I think it was Lorenzo Canoni. Lorenzo and his brother, Nicolo. Oh, we've got Eddie Jones in the crowd. That's phenomenal from the cameraman. Watching his former England a year later. Well, it was just about this time last year that Borthwick had just taken over. Very interesting. Obviously, not a very successful run in Australia. Lots of rumors taking place over the World Cup about him, having meetings with the Japanese Rugby Federation, him denying, only to leave the Australian job and go on to take the Japanese one. Sure, and he's here to watch. He's in Rome. Something tells me he wasn't just there on holiday, and he's come to watch specifically. I guess getting back into the international mix. So this will be the first scrum of the game. Two solid packs. I think it'll be interesting to see how deep into the game, like when we saw Joe Marler, how good Joe Marler and Dan Cole were, but at the World Cup, we just couldn't see them play the minutes that they might have been able to when they were a little bit younger. So it'll be interesting to see who lays down the threat first. But an Italian scrum just inside the English half. Goes down, reset. Interesting to see what Italy do here. Do they run it? Do they kick and chase? Do they send it up? 50-22 is not on because they are already in, will be carried in to their own halfway line from the scrum, which is in the English half. That should be great. I see the referee. Who is the referee today? Paul Williams. Paul Williams seems that the referees have cameras on them, which should give us some good angles. Italy have it, and they send up a crash ball with Menoncello, and now they've got the second phase also going towards the left-hand side. Now towards the right, and looping around is Garbisi, and he sends a wide to the winger. Capuzzo has it. Very good tackle there from Elliot Daly. His defense has really improved of late. Garbisi puts it on his left foot. He's got Monty Ioane on the far side. It finds grass. Monty Ioane grabs it, but tackled out into touch. I really like that from Paolo Garbisi. Keepers, I mean, he had a stacked amount of people on his outside, puts it on his left, his weaker foot. Monty Ioane in a bunch of space, and England didn't manage to get it before it bounced. As he takes it, though, he was right next to the line and an easy tackle into touch, which I think was by Freddie Stewart. The Garbisi brothers putting some strings here. Italy are really making sure they continue playing in the English half, and it's gotten off to a strong start in the new Caseta reign. 10 minutes in, 3-0. England take it to the front of the line out and take it successfully. Jamie George at the back with it. Going a bit sideways, but moving slowly forwards, closer towards the side. Looks like Alex Mitchell has it at the back, and he's tackled. The knock on blue call. So England have advantage for the scrum. It looks like Alex Mitchell's going to kick it away, which means they'll lose that advantage. He sends the box kick up. Monty Ioane coming in, and he takes it successfully. A really good take from him. Garbisi has it at the back. I think that's Sebastian Negri who's taking it in. Garbisi. Oh, great little handoff. And here they are. Brex is through. He has the support on his left. Oh, Garbisi, has he knocked it on? No, is he through? The try underneath the post. Referee says the ball goes forward off the knee of the Italians, and it's Alessandro Garbisi of Benetton goes over just underneath the poles, and it's 8-0 Italy. Phenomenal. Third try and it's eighth cap for the Italian side. And it's just a couple of an amazing offload down up the middle. He holds one defender. It really looks like he knocks it on. There's nothing close, but as they said, it comes off his knee. Garbisi giving it off to Brex, who goes away, and then Canone takes such good care of the ball, bouncing off one, offloading to his left. Paolo Garbisi, as all good scrum halves do. Sorry, Alessandro Garbisi, as all good scrum halves do, following up. And the points have been picked over. So 10-0 Italy, not what the English would have drawn up. Scott Brown says, boo, that's a knock-on ref. I still actually haven't seen a good angle of it. Definitely looked like it in real time. But they've gone and clearly had a look at it, and nothing's been called back. So 10-0. That is a phenomenal offload from Canone. A really strong run from him. And then obviously dots down. Coming off though is Canone. And we have Giuliani coming on for him. Doesn't look too stressed as Canone, just getting his knee strapped. He walked off the field himself, so I imagine he'll be back on the field. But Giuliani on, very, very exciting. But the Italians have started off incredibly strong here. Just a couple penalties given away from England. Um, I don't think the Italians have given any away, or maybe one. They've really done all the been playing all the rugby. I know Giuliani's going straight back off. No minutes played. He went on, put the scrum gap on, and now he's straight back off. They were putting some strapping on his knee, and now they took the strapping off. I have no idea what's going on there. But here's the kickoff. George Ford sends it deep into the Italian half, just into their 22, taken in successfully from the captain Lamaro. Alessandro Garbisi has it at the base of the rack, and he sends it up on the box kick. Is that going out on the full? No, they'll be competing. And Maro Toje managed to get it on the second attempt. It's a good counter rack, but Alex Mitchell still has it at the base there. As Ben Earl takes it down, Alex Mitchell, not to George Ford, has some support runners here. Now we have Henry Slade making a good run. They're into the 22 now, England. Alex Mitchell sending it to the right. And a strong carry from Ethan Root, the debutant. Alex Mitchell has it at the base. They're inside the 22 now, England. Driven back a little bit. Ben Earl taking it in. Centre of the park, going towards the right-hand side. Elliot Daly taking it in. And Sam Underhill from the base of the ruck gives it wide. Ben Earl takes it in. Ben Earl's been everywhere this game. They're looking for the steal. Oh, they're giving advantage. You can't hold that on the ground. So England have an advantage, almost a certain 3 points. So they get to play around a little bit here. Joe Marler takes it and now offloads. No, they've called them back. That was really unnecessary. I think they were holding the English off well. They really weren't making any ground there. Canone is the recipient of that penalty, and they're going straight for poles. No hesitation. Went for the ball, but then might have been okay initially, but then he went down and continued to hold on. Yeah, holding his body weight. To be fair, he might be a little bit unlucky there. Not a whole lot wrong, but he did get rolled over and continued to hold on to the ball. Which is clearly what he's then been blown up for after he was cleared out. But he did have his hands on that ball for a while, and I think he was holding his own body weight. But here we have George Ford, who had a really good World Cup. I mean, we saw what he did in that opening game versus Argentina. I think it was 4 drop goals. Phenomenal. Just a good kicking record. Oh, it's hit the post, and it's through. Wow. You like those, and you take those as a fly half or as a kicker. It doesn't seem too faced. That would have been a big miss had he not got that through. Not quite down the centre, but 22. And that's 10 points to 3. England's a really strong and interesting start to this game. I think that's exactly it. England want to be playing that side of the field. They managed to get the ball back after the kickoff. Italy concede a penalty. The Italians kick deep, and Italy have it now on their 22. Joe Marler takes it in. Alex Mitchell looking to set up a box kick here. He's got some chases. Goes straight for touch though. Not looking to compete for that one. Decent distance though. Good kicking game so far from Alex Mitchell. Takes it almost up to the halfway line. And the throw is good, taken at the front by Negri. Obisi gives it off. Oh, and it's a knock on, unfortunately. So now Elliot Daly with a little bit of space gives it wide. Henry Slade's off. No, it's not. It's Freddie Stewart. I'm sorry. Now it's Alex Mitchell. They're just over the halfway line, but with a lot of forward momentum here. Maro Toje takes it down, almost looking for the offload. Alex Mitchell gives it wide. Oh, and it's off and to the left. It's Ethan Roots now, who's on the wing and takes it in. Now they through past the 10-meter line in the Italian half. The Italian's going to want to stop this momentum here. Alex Mitchell goes a little dart on his own. No support play. An offload there would have sent someone straight over the whitewash. Sam Underhill now at scrum off, sends it wide. Now Freddie Stewart takes it in. Good carrying here from England. We have Will Stewart, who's the acting scrum half. Joe Marler takes it down. Alex Mitchell, little kick. No, dummies. Sends it wide. Freddie Stewart, great top tackle there from Monty Ioane. Alex Mitchell, again, that momentum has just been stopped. Will Stewart now takes it in. They're still just over the 10-meter line in the Italian half. A little chip and chase here from George Ford. Well gathered, though, from Garbisi. And Monty Ioane now has the ball. He kicks it straight over. Is there anybody home? Yes, Freddie Stewart takes it. And he sends a grubber back downfield when no one is home. Oh, unfortunately, just too much on it. And rolls, and the Italians will dot it down, which will be a goal line dropout, but very open play here. It's been a really, really interesting game. Both teams really attacking, which you really love to see, not really holding their cards too close to their chest. Rich Hari. I know it's a long shot, but come on, Italy, let's get this one. I think Italy, everyone's second favorite rugby nation and just wants them to do well and not get that wooden spoon. And yes, Richard, I will be on the Munster versus Crusaders game after this. But the kickoff is successful, and now England have it around 30 meters out in the Italian half, and he's put Henry Slade through. No, it's Freeman and Elliot Daly on his outside. Elliot Daly gets the ball and it's down. Phenomenal. Freeman just finds himself in a gap of space. So a phenomenal line. 2v1, got Elliot Daly on his outside. Freeman coming away all the way from the right wing to the middle. Elliot Daly is 19th try for England in 65 games. Freeman will be very happy with that, getting assist on debut. Ethan Groot with a strong carry. Root, sorry. It goes wide. The gap just kind of opens up for him. I think it's poor defense that from Italy. They keep on just going, and he just runs a straight line. It's Alessandro Garbisi, and they're just spreading wider. Someone just takes a little bit of a straighter line, and Freeman ends up being 1v1. Stewart gives it off to Freeman. Freeman to Elliot Daly, and Daly an easy walk in the corner. This is a big kick now for George Ford. Will you be able to make it 10-10? Starts good, but sways away to the right. So 8 points to 10, one try apiece, 20 minutes in. Points almost keeping up with the minutes play. That's always a good sign. Yeah, strong pass from Freddie Stewart. It gets smashed in the tackle, but a great line from Freeman, who then just gives it off to Elliot Daly out in the corner. Good from England. Again, playing in the Italian half and creating those opportunities. 2 points in it. An Italy kickoff. Ben Earl takes it in. Is that obstruction? No. Nothing called on the 22. Alex Mitchell has it. Showing some creative flair in the beginning of this match. Looks like he's going to box kick this one inside their own 22, so he can go direct if he'd like to. Goes deep. It's a really great box kick that from Alex Mitchell. Phenomenal, really. I mean, he gets it up to the Italian 10-meter line. Really strong start from him. I think everyone's expecting an up and under, but he just goes really flat with it and finds some real distance. The Italians with the line out, Lucchesi with the ball and the road to the middle, but it's stolen from Oli Chesum. Alex Mitchell tries to get it back, and it's Joe Marler who manages to clean up and take it down to the ground. England now have it on their 10-meter line. Can't quite get it out of the ruck. They need to. England players laying on the ball. He now looks for another ball. And that would be a competing one. Elliot Daly chasing. Gets a hand in it. He managed to tap it back. Oh no, he's called a knock on. But England have the ball now. Forward momentum. Alex Mitchell going towards his right hand side once, taken in. And again, now it's George Ford. Gives it off to Mario Toje. Elliot Daly with a little bump off of Alessandro Gabisi. They're going back towards the right hand side now. Joe Martin into the park. I think the advantage is now over for that knock on. Little dink over the top, but it does not find grass. And Tommy Allen on the overlap. Is there a knock on there? No, I think it's gone backwards. So Monty Ioane with the cleanup. England are piling numbers to try and change this over, but Italy have done very well to keep that ball. They needed to do that. Otherwise, it could have been very dangerous out wide. Look for a steal now, do England? No. Gone in too early there. Hands on the ground for Ethan Roots, going for the steal. I think it was worth it, to be fair. Italy not really going anywhere, and if they turned it over there out wide, Italy were in a lot of trouble. Yeah, so his hands on the ground, not carrying his own body weight. As I said, a really sunny, looks like a phenomenal day in the Italian capital at the Stadio Olimpico in Rome. Stunning day out. And it'll be an easy escape here for Italy, who just need to slow down this English momentum because they haven't been playing in the English half at all pretty much since they scored their try. So they'll be really wanting to get that territory back to the other side. So I've made a mistake. It's actually Lorenzo Pani who's actually on the right wing today, and not Caputo, because Caputo is actually ill apparently with stomach issues. So not much involvement, to be fair, from Pani. But that is a correction that has been made to the starting 15 today. I'm not sure who's in for Pani, who was on the bench. We'll see if there's a change that's made later on in the game. But Italy now make the clearance from Mosso Island up to the English 10-meter. To throw right to the back. Oh my word! Rex was almost through. There was a gamble, both players going for it. But a knock on, unfortunately, he was clean on there. You always got to worry about those. Lots of people looking at the ball. To be fair, they actually had clean it back, I think. So it would have been a 1v1. Those ones are always tough when they're thrown past the end of the lineout, and it's kind of anyone's ball. All eyes on the ball. It just screams head collision. They've actually gone for a lineout. He might have knocked it out. Now they're mauling it. They're trying to get some good ground here. Slowly moving. At the back, though, Alex Mitchell about to send it up. Strong start to the game from him. Monty Ioane, who's been flawless underneath the high ball so far. I think he's gone off his feet there as the Englishman, but they haven't called anything. Italy being told to use it. Sebastian Negri. A lot of carries so far this game. Paulo Gabata wrapping around, and now they have an overlap on the right hand side. They're going back inside. They are! It is going to be a try for Italy. Tommaso Allen, a phenomenal wraparound from Paolo Garbisi. Both tries coming from his creativity. Gives it off to Monticello, wraps around, gives it off to, I think it was Punny. Let's see this. Oh, he wraps around two people in. Tommaso Allen giving it to him. Really phenomenal play. Really, really phenomenal play there. Just wraps around, gives it to Pani. On the inside, you have Tommaso Allen. He had two options. One defender gives the inside ball, and that is try time. It's exactly what Italy needed, ball in hand, and a phenomenal outcome from that up and under. Taken from Montiani. First play, sends it wide. Paolo Garbisi. Brex just takes in two defenders. Paolo Garbisi wrapping around. Creates a 2v1. Tommaso Allen with a great follow-up run. Dotted it under the post, and the kick is successful. 17 points to 8. Italy. This is a phenomenal game and a phenomenal start to the Six Nations for both of these two teams. Maybe less so England, but Italy at least. I mean, a win here would be phenomenal for them. It would. I mean, they almost certainly wouldn't give them wooden spoon, which is the first time that would have happened in 9 years. A lot to be desired here from the English team, but they've just conceded 2 tries really against the run of play. Not really a lot of territory in their own 22, to be fair for England. Both tries coming from around the halfway line. If the kickoff is good, and Italy have taken it sent up and under, no one goes to get it, and it bounces backwards. Not a great box kick there from Alessandro Albisi. England now have a line out on the 22. As I said, it's that creativity from Paolo Garbisi that's just unlocked that English defence twice now. Jamie George now wrapping around after the line out. They give it away. Alex Mitchell setting it out. That was Underhill. This is Underhill now carrying Alex Mitchell. They're up 10 meters from the line now, England. Could we see them clap back straight away? Joe Marler takes it in. Is it a successful? No. Canone tries to take it up, tries to steal that. Oli Chesum now takes it in. They're heading back towards the right-hand side. They've got advantage doing that, I think, for offside. And on the right-hand side of Jamie, George wraps around. George Ford now has the ball. Freddie Stewart now takes it in. Alex Mitchell, he's got numbers on his outside. He offloads. Maratoja takes it in. They're 5 meters from the line now, England. Will Stewart takes it. They're 1 meter from the line now, England. New advantage. 1 meter from the line, right in the left-hand corner. Italy will be kicking themselves if they concede now, straight after they scored their own converted try. They're going directly. Ollie Chesum tries to go over the ruck, but unsuccessfully. They're going back for the penalty. That was very silly from Chesum. They had a free play. I think they could have gone wide there. Tries to go over, but didn't really take a jump for it, just using his hands. There are far too many people to try and do that. So I think it looks like they're going to go for the line out right in the corner. Ford dinks it into the touch. Jamie George with the ball. Elliot Daly setting up there. Might suggest, one would imagine, a maul here from England. Very, very exciting. A great game so far between these two. Italy been ahead the whole game, but England counter-punching, coming back. A converted try here would see them within 2 points of Italy. 17 points to 8 currently stands with Italy 2 tries, England 1. Jamie George with a throw taken by Roots. They're piling in numbers. Elliot Daly's there. Tommy Freeman, both the wingers. pretending to know how to construct and hold a maul. They're making some progress, mostly being held up. Alex Mitchell's going to have to get it out. No, it's been broken off on the side there. Italian's going to have to let go if they don't want to concede another penalty. Alex Mitchell has it at the back. Looks like it's going to be a pick and drive though from the English. Sam Underhill, 1 meter from the line here. England making their way towards the right. Mitchell goes now wide. They've got. Is he through? Freeman breaks one. Breaks two. His pants are down, but doesn't get to the line. Really well held up. England still have the ball going towards the right hand side. Alex Mitchell has it. Maro Toje takes it short on the left hand side now, almost underneath the posts. Alex Mitchell will give it off. No, he won't. Calling his forwards in. Pick and go. Will Stewart takes it down now. Oh, it's a knock on. You think it's knocked on off his own player's head, but they've got another penalty. What is that for? Offside again. Couple more penalties. They might see a card here. It's a great defensive. Freeman looked like he had run such a good line. They could easily kick this. They will go for it. They will go for the kick. Settle the nerves maybe a little bit. I mean, really close. But Freeman going almost over the line. Beats one, beats two. And it's actually Menocello who missed the first tackle, who worked back to keep him up. Will Stewart unfortunately knocks it on off his own player's leg as he tries to pick and drive. Good start though from the young Englishman, Freeman. 11 tries this season for Northampton, who are winning the Premiership. Relatively easy kick now for George Ford. Very similar position, just inside the 22, bit to the right hand side, and he makes no mistake. Nothing near the post this time. And that makes it 11 points to 17. Italy still in the lead by 6. I think Italy, they'll take that. They were under a lot of pressure there, conceding a penalty right on their own line, even getting almighty close, holding up one from Oli Chesum. And they're going to get 3 points out of it. I think they would have liked at least 5, maybe 7, but doing what we often see countries do in test match rugby, and that's just take the points. And the kickoff is good, and Maritoja takes it, and they're going for 5-man more here. Joe Marler now joins. Italy have managed to hold that momentum. Alex Mitchell sends it high. Elliot Daly chasing. Tommy Allen with a great take. In the air, Alessandro Garbisi going towards the left-hand side. Sebastian Negre takes it in, but it's a great tackle from Roots, who meets him. Alessandro Garbisi has it at the back. Looks like they're going to send it high. They'll have Lorenzo Pani chasing on the right-hand side. He goes up, but it's a great take from Freddie Stewart. Absolute monster underneath the high ball. Joe Marler has really had a great game as well. It's been everywhere around the park. Will Stewart now takes it in. Now Alex Mitchell has it back. He looks like he's going to go high. Elliot Daly chases as he kicks it high. It's on the halfway line. Elliot Daly gets a hand in there, and Ben O has it. Sends it straight back, and now George Ford has a bit of time. Kicks it a lot of space. It's just another bit of an unlucky bounce, though. Will it go over the back line? No, it won't. They'll dot it down for a goal line dropout. They had one with Freddie Stewart who put through a grubber, and now one with George Ford. I mean, if that bounce just sat up, it would have been ugly for Italy to try and escape out of the back right corner of their own 22. Goal line dropout, though. I like that play, though, from England, winning that ball in the air, and then automatically, as the unstructured Italian defence, isn't expecting it, just send it into an area and find some grass. You know, let the bounce of the rugby ball do the rest. Unfortunately, this time it didn't come off, but now they've had the ball kicked back to them, so not the end of the world. It's a massive try line, to be fair. It looks like 50 meters of it. But England have now taken it back from the kickoff, and they're almost towards the 22-meter line of the Italian half. George Ford pulling strings. He has Henry Slade on the overlap, who takes it in. So a good start to this game so far in his return to the England setup. Alex Mitchell now has it. George Ford cuts back inside, gives it to Freddie Stewart, and he gets absolutely smashed. Mitchell puts it on the toe, but they're going to bring it back for. Okay, so the offload wasn't actually successfully made to Stewart, and it was a tackle off the ball. Fooled me. George Ford fooled me. Yeah, it's Ceccarelli who puts in a monster hit on Freddie Stewart, anticipating the inside ball to come to him. He looks like his ribs are hurting there, Stewart. And they're going to take another 3 points here, England. Very much just outside the 22 to the left-hand side. This will take them to 14 points to 17. So this is good maintained pressure from England. We've seen them more dominant in this half, but they've just allowed Italy to score on the break. We saw Italy get an early penalty, which was hit over by Allen, and then 2 tries from Garbisi and Allen, both converted quite against the run of play. They've been playing most of the rugby, but Italy decent on defense. Just need to stop giving away those penalties, I think. It looks like England are going to hurt them, and George Ford maintains his 100% conversion rate and slots that one over. At 17 points to 14, 3.5 minutes to go until half time. We have a comment. Take it as being played in Rome. Yes, indeed it is. Not a rugby stronghold in the heartland of rugby culture, but a massive, beautiful stadium. But I think Milan would be also phenomenal to host. But the Italians kick off, and it's into towards the 22. England have taken it, and a box kick sent up by Alex Mitchell again to the 50-meter line. Italy have it now. Sebastian Negri takes it in, beats one. They're going to send it wide now, Italy. It's Muzo, and now Garbisi lays it off. They're rotating it back around. Menoncello now takes it in just past the halfway line. Garbisi now sets it up off his left boot. He tries to win it back. Elliot Daly does well to get that, and he sends it far, and that is taken well by Tommaso Allen, who tracks back excellently. He sends it back up. I think that's Monty Ioane chasing, but too deep to actually compete. Freddie Stewart now takes it, and a deep kick looking to find grass, and he does successfully. It's a great kick from him. Garbisi now back on his left foot, sends it up, looking for touch. Doesn't quite find it. Now there's a bit of time here for Freeman. Beats one, beats two, taken down by the hooker, and now Alex Mitchell has it. They are 40 meters from the Italian try line. England will love to get another penalty here before the halfway break. They'll take it to 17 points all. 30 meters now from the line as they go towards the left-hand side to England. Decently quick ball here from Mitchell. George Ford has it. There's some players running off him. Elliot Daly with a little skip pass. He puts it on the boot and a chip over the top. Misses the follow-up. But Italy now have it. They're 10 meters from their own line. They're only 20 seconds left in the half. Are they just going to consolidate? Try to keep the ball until the buzzer goes. Sebastian Negri with the pod with him takes it down. It looks like that's exactly what they'll do. 5 seconds left now. Alessandro Garbisi keeping an eye on the scoreboard and kicking it off. Scotty Brown not happy with that one. Time wasting, he says. I think more than time wasting. I think it's just game management. Had a great half. 17 points to 14 um, as Italy lead at the halfway mark. Very exciting half of rugby. We saw two tries from Italy, from Alessandro Garbisi and Tommaso Allen, with one penalty from Tommaso Allen, and both tries converted. And then we saw a try from Elliot Daly, assisted by the debutant Tommy Freeman, and I think three separate penalties kicked over from George Ford. And in fact, I said he had a 100% conversion rate. He did not. He missed his conversion from the try. That takes us to 14 points to 17. I'll be back after the break. And we are back for the second half. 17 points to Italy, 14 points to England. The Italians at the halfway mark of what would be an historic win in Rome. Um, both teams showing that they're not holding back and they're wanting to play a very exciting brand of rugby. Um, as the sides have been swapped and England now kick off what will be an amazing second half. I'm sure if it's anything like the first one, England kick off and Italy aren't able to regather, but Maro Toje on the second attempt knocks that on. So Italy will have a scrum here, first early doors now. I think there were only two scrums in the first half, to be fair. So not a lot of time, not a lot of knock-ons from either team, really. Um, and if there were knock-ons, generally there were penalty advantages. So we haven't seen a lot of scrummaging. Might only be the second one if my memory serves me well. But Alessandro Garbisi with the ball. They're on the 10 meter line. Um, excuse me, not the 10 meter line, the 22. They're on 22. I imagine they'll want to get rid of this as soon as possible. Neil Montgomery, Italy looks a more creative team. Hopefully they don't blow it. I agree, Neil. I agree. Italy win here would be an amazing achievement for them as major underdogs in this one. And they haven't kicked it yet. They've managed to get the ball back safely. Garbisi now has it at the base, but they look like they might box kick here. The charge down from Chesham just deflected rather. Now George Ford has it at the base. They're on their own 10 meter, or rather in the Italian half on the 10 meter line. In takes it, does Roots. Strong case from him on his debut. Now it's Henry Slade on his left, Root who puts it up, and Thomas Allen takes it with no issues there. Bit too deep from Slade. You'd want to kick that just outside the Italian 22 so that even if they do get it on the full, you can just pile in numbers. But when given the opportunity to take the mark, which Tommy Allen does, he kicks it, doesn't find touch. Slade now for the second attempt on his left foot, really high, chases himself. Oh, it's a great follow up, and he puts in a huge tackle. I think that's on Tommaso Allen, who's going to be feeling that it was him. Great to just keep his eyes on the ball, though. You have to give him credit when you have someone peering down on you like that. Henry Slade would have loved the feeling of that. Now Paolo Garbisi on his left foot sends an up and under cross field. Monty Ioane tries to go up to compete. And now Freeman with a little space on the outside puts in a grubber. Can Freeman collect? Oh no. The bounce of the ball is not going England's way today. They just found themselves with a little bit of space on the outside after Monty Ioane. Neil Montgomery stood in my mind. Goes up, leaving a little bit of space on the outside, and one pass, he was through, puts in a little grubber, going around his man, and the ball just goes out into touch. They're on their own 5 meter line as they go very deep, and a great take from Canone, and a good throw, to be fair, from Lucchesi. And Capuzzo has it back, and Garbisi gives it back to his brother Paolo, who sends it up. It's a quick throw here from Freeman, and Freddie Stewart with a little bit of space makes his way into the 22. All 6'5" of Freddie Stewart finding a gap there. Good counter ruck though from Italy. I have it in the centre of the park, just inside the 22. Joe Marler performing the scrum half's duties there at the base of the ruck, and that's got to be a forward pass, you'd think, from Elliot Daly. Nothing's been called. Henry Slade is now taking it up. They're within 15 metres of this try line, goes for the skill, not successful. Alex Mitchell gives it to the right-hand side. They're on the left-hand side of the park now, England. Another going blind. Alex Mitchell, they might have an overlap here. Dummies one, looking for an extra man. Goes down. Has he picked up and got it down? It's a try from Alex Mitchell. That is phenomenal from him. Had a great game so far, particularly in the kicking realm. And just, they had a bit of an overlap. Grubbies gets tackled, puts the ball down, gets up to his feet before he picks up the ball again and dots down. Really strong darting run, and that's not the start that Italy would have wanted. the second try and 12 caps now for very instinctive from him. Goes down, half tackled, really, not brought down in the tackle. So very unfortunate for Etihad. That's quite soft from them, unfortunately. They didn't need to concede that. I think he slips the Thomas Allen tackle and just manages to get through and dot it down, reaches forward. It's really good work from Alex Mitchell. My man of the match so far, to be fair. Him and Paolo Garbisi. Um, here's George Ford. So it's 19 points to 17 to England. He will be very disappointed that they've conceded so early on in this half. He's got the kick though to come. Oh, it's phenomenal. Straight through the uprights from the English veteran. Racking up a tally here. 17 points to 21 now. It's a really strong start. Just kind of half gets tackled, manages to barely stay on his feet, and then dives forward and dots down on the left hand side. This is big now. First time that Italy have trailed this whole game. Will they be able to hold on to it? Go for a short kick here, and then manage to keep it. Oh, Sebastian Negri thought he had a man on the outside, but Monty Ioane manages to collect it and keep it up. Italy have it just on the halfway line, though. They've done well there. Rex is now taking it in. Maritoji going in for the steal successfully. That is big on them in the middle on the halfway line. Will they go for poles? I think if George Ford has the legs, they absolutely need to go for poles because this would be a massive swing here. This would be 10 points to start the second half as soon as the game's gotten underway. They're not. A bit out of range, perhaps. Henry Slade looks like he can be kicking for the corner with his left foot on his preferred side. It's a really good kick, that. Wow, that's a good kick from Henry Slade. That's 10 meters out from the try line. England want to be putting on a big amount of pressure, and they are putting a big. It's a huge effort, that, from Maritoji. The tackle gets back up to his feet, straight over the ball. Really just peak Maritoji. Just a real hard work from him. And he's got his team into a phenomenal position. It's actually on the 5 meter line. Jamie George with the throw. Maro does not take it. An unsuccessful line out. Looks like it's been knocked on. But Italy have it now on their own 5 meter line. That's a huge steal, that, because that could have led to an easy maul over try. And that would have been a really, potentially a dagger to the heart of these Italian team. Ricardo Gobisi sends it high and into touch. Don't really get much distance on that. They're almost exactly where they were, so maybe 7-8 meters out from the try line. So still a lot of work to be done from these Italians to get out of trouble. Great work from Ruza, who manages to get a hand in there with the steal. And his 50th cap. And they take it this time. This time it was Roots with the take. They're going for the maul as expected. Going sideways, slowly forward. Been told to use it once now. Alex Mitchell with the ball at the back. A little bit of progress made. I think he's going to have to use it now. And he does. Sends it wide. Mitchell to Slade. Slade to Daly. Now it's Freeman. Gets taken down right on the side there. Has a bit of help cleared out. Now they're on the left-hand side of the field, taking back towards the right. And a great defense there from Italy, driving them backwards. They're on their own 22. Oh, has he got a little toe in there? Italy could be away. Oh, good work, Freddie Stewart, but I think he's knocked it on here. That's really great defense from Italy. They haven't called the knock on. Oh no, they have. I thought he had gone back on it because he had put his hand out. Phenomenal defense that from Italy though. England trying to get that ball wide as much as possible, and England trying to get it wide, and the rush defense puts them under a bunch of pressure. Ball doesn't go to hand, then Menoncello, who's had a phenomenal game, really. Puts a little toe in, gets it away. Freddie Stewart cleans up, but he gets the tackle on him and forces him to knock the ball on. So they will have a scrum here with Italy, and this is the escape that they needed. So they've gotten away with that one without any points conceded so far. They're still in their own half on the 10-meter line. But I think Italy really need to be the next team on the score sheet here. Freeman being attended to. Looks like he's got a hit to his eye. Swollen right up there. Got a proper egg underneath the bottom socket. A little bit of space. Had a good debut so far as Freeman. So it's real pace. USA 6-7-2. England to score 35. 33 points. That'll be, if they do score 33 points, it'll be tough to see Italy winning that one. If they do win with England still scoring 33 points, we have a phenomenal 30 minutes left of rugby to play. But here's the scrum. Alessandro Garbisi putting it in. Looks like a solid scrum. Alex Mitchell pestering Garbisi. Italy producing, and it's wide. A couple offloads, but they're taking it down now. Paolo Garbisi looking to change the angle. Oh, it's a big hit from Ollie Chesum. Was that head contact? I wonder if they'll have a look at that. Good rush defense, though. Not sure if he got low enough. I don't think there's any problem with it. Oh, that's a real pity. And they're saying it wide now. Knockout from Italy. England now have the ball. They're going to send it out wide. They're going to the right hand side. A little cross kick from Elliot Daly. Kept in? No, gone out. They're going to go back. I think they are for the advantage. Yeah, that's such a pity there. I'm not sure who that was. Might have been Giuliani, who I think made a appearance for about 5 seconds in the first half before being called off. So we have a scrum, another scrum. Look, I mean, I think this is the third scrum of the half already. In the first half, that only had one. England on the Italian 10-meter. No rugby being played in the English half, which they'll be very pleased with. Early bind, short arm penalty for England. I imagine they'll just reset. Leaning over too much early. Bind. Jamie George has called the scrum. Another reset. We saw one reset in the first half as well, but generally the scrums have been very solid. No penalties conceded from either team from them. This is what these guys have been looking forward to for how long? In the Six Nations, being a prop, you want some scrums. Doesn't look very settled, but Alex Mitchell will put the ball in. Remain solid. England are looking for a penalty, and they get it. They're going back for their advantage. This is definitely now within kicking range, inside the 10-meter. I imagine they're calling straight upon George Ford, and he does. He puts the ball down next to the referee, and they're pointing towards the posts. This will give the English a 7-point lead if this goes over, being a converted try away. Not quite from safety, but from at least a draw. Great scrum from Joe Marler in the team for exactly that. Been dominating scrums for a very long time, and Alessandro Garbisi is off, the first try scorer, and Sebastian Varney who's on. The number 22, who's replacing the try scorer, who's had a decent game. I thought I thought really solid. Maybe not as good in the kicking department, but the starting runs and support play has been phenomenal. And George Ford makes no mistake here. Picks that over. Are England going to pull away? Started the half really well. No rugby being played in the Italian half, or in the Italian attacking half, um, as they would want it. They need to really stop putting England under a bit more pressure there. I imagine going for quite a deep pick here, and they do. Paulo Gobisi, the fly half, sends it deep into the 22. Benil takes it down, jumps off one tackle, gets taken down on the second. Alex Mitchell off to Ollie Chisholm, who always seems to just to be run with full force towards the defensive line, no matter how many people are up against him. Alex Mitchell at the base of the ruck. He'll be sending it up for a box kick here. Here's Elliot Daly and Sam Underhill chasing. He goes for touch instead. Alex Mitchell's thinking that he's got a little bit more distance than he was given there um, from the linesman. But it's just outside the 22, and this is exactly where Italy want to be. I think they made a bit of a mistake by not kicking deep after after the try. Italy managed to keep it, tap it back, and it's Fischetti who takes it in now. Now we have Varney. Takes it in. Oh, it looks like a knock on, unfortunately for Italy. Really frustrating. Two knock ons have really hurt Italy in the middle kind of third of the park, just killing any momentum that they were trying to kind of build up. Looking a bit frustrated as this Italian team. Oh, it's a bit unlucky. I think it might have been a Henry Slade knock on, to be fair. It is a Henry Slade knock on into Lamaro's hands. So they might change this. And there he is. Dan Cole's on for Will Stewart. Had a good game. Unfortunately, knocked one on very close to the try line, but strong carries, good scrummaging. I think he'll be very happy with that solid performance. And now it's the veterans, Dan Cole and Joe Marler. They have got between them at least 150 English caps, if not 160, 70. Yeah, second half action. Nine, I think, what's that? Only 15% being played in the English half. So real strong work being done from this English team just to make sure that they don't allow Italy to get into it. But it has been reversed, and Italy have the scrum now. Alex Mitchell hassling Varney, and they go blind though. Ioane has it. He's made his way into the 22, shrugs off one tackle. Now Varney has it at the back. He has support runners. Oh, is it a knock on? We've lost the ball. We've lost the ball. Another knock on. Oh, no, it's a penalty. They've gone back. He's clearly had the referee, the linesman in his ear, calling offside. This is big. It's a really strong play that from Italy. Going blind off the scrum. Ioane with a little bit of space. Takes a couple players to take him down. Lamaro is just having a chat with the referee. Looks like Tommy Allen's going to just kick for the corner here. No, he's not. He's actually going to kick the poles. Interesting. Take them back within a converted try um, of the Englishman. Yeah, Ioane just has a little bit of pace, beats or takes one or two to get him down. Oh, that is a tough hit. But the English defensive line was offside. So Tommy Allen's going to have a kick at post. He should get this over halfway towards the left-hand side, around the 22. You'd expect him to get it. I mean, this will take the Italians to 20 points, England 24. Hasn't missed a kick today. No, he cuts right across it. And it sways. didn't look like it there with confidence, almost leant back and ended up in a little bit of a banana kick. It's a massively missed opportunity from Tommy Allen. Oh, I'm disappointed with that. That would have made the game, would have made it right open, would have made it a 4 point game. Danny Kerr now on for Alex Mitchell, who's had a really good game, one try and a lot of really good kicking from him. Yeah, strong play from him. Probably one of the man of the match shouts. 22 drop out now, and England kick it deep. They managed to knock it back, and they've gone out. I'm not sure who's it's going to be off. I think they're going to give it to Italy. So 20 minutes to go. 7 points is the difference. Italy down. Haven't scored any points in the second half. An amazing opportunity to really just close in on that English um, on the 24 points that England have so far. Really disappointed there from Tommy Allen. Unfortunately, just kicks across it. It's actually an English throw now, just inside their own 22. But Italy are just playing a lot more of this rugby inside the English half, and then they're creating a lot more opportunities and looking very exciting with ball in hand. If they can just keep ball in hand for a bit longer, I think a lot is to come in this game. Okay, they're actually changing it. Not an England throw, Italian throw, as I initially thought. So Nicotera is on the pitch. He throws it in unsuccessfully, and England have taken it over, but it's called a knock on for as they jumped up in the air. It's a bit stop start here. Maybe helping Italy a little bit, just settle the nerves. They can stay within 7 points as long as possible. It's always going to benefit them. England will want to be putting get a couple more tries, get kind of 10 points clear from them because anything within seven, which they currently are now, is red zone. I think a draw is a not a good result here for England. So it's a scrum now. And they've tapped and go to short arm penalty. They've gone wide. Good defensive tackle there. Parago BC gives it off. Now they're going right. Varney off to the left. In fact, Dummy's right, goes left. It's a huge tackle from Joe Marler as he smashes him off his feet. But Italy still have it. And Parago BC is pulling strings here, looking for that extra overlapping runner. And Monty Ioane knocks it on. Damn, that's been killing this momentum. Yeah, I think Varney might have just bumped him and kind of just being like, this is my scrum, get out of the way. Just as soon as Italy look like they're getting that ball rolling and putting some strings and stretching the English defence, these knock-ons are really killing them. Echoes of Swing Low, Chariot, going around the Stadio Olimpico in Rome. Sun slowly setting. Danny Kerr now has the ball. It'll probably be his first touch of the game as he'll put it in. A reset though. We have a scrum on the halfway line here. I have the sense that George Ford is going to send a rocket up into the sky. So 7 points to draw for Italy. They just need to keep on making sure that they keep England in their own half. They're going to look to escape now, England, but can they? How quickly can they get back into the half and start continuing to create those opportunities? Good scrum from Italy, but it goes back. Henry Slade has it. He kicks it quite deep. And Pali takes it back and kicks it. Not a great kick though. Henry Slade now sends it high and he's going to chase himself. Paolo Garbisi takes it and Henry Slade with another huge tackle after a chip and chase from him. Really good comeback from Henry Slade. He's also had a phenomenal game so far. Also one of the players of the match for me. But Italians are going wide, trying to run it from deep. Melancello taking it down very smartly. And now it's Varney with the ball. Negri takes it down. Varney lining up a box kick. Good option here. I think very risky running out from the back there. He sends it quite deep. He gets good purchase on that. Was inside his own 22. He was. It's a very good kick. Gets it up to the halfway line. Does Varney. Good start from him since he's been on. So Stephen Varney, born in Wales, but Italian descent. It still sits at 17 points to 24. We haven't seen points in a while here in a game that's been really high scoring, or perhaps not the highest score, but one that is just always kept ticking over. There haven't been points in the last 10, 15 minutes or so. And they're just taking a breather here. I think someone's down with an injury. So water off. I mean, a really great game so far. Really hard to complain about what we've been watching. Definitely not safe for England. Italy within striking distance. As I said, I think a draw is really not a good result for England. So I think they're also starting to feel a little bit cagey as the clock closes down on the 64th minute. As Italy prepared to make some subs here. And England successfully take the line out. Jamie George has it at the back. He's been really good with his line out throws. I don't think he's lost very many. A little bit of a scrap with Sebastian Negri and I think Ollie Chesham. Danny Kerr sends it high. And it hits grass. And the English manage to take it again. No, they're fighting for it. Who's going to come out with it? England do. Danny Kerr sends it wide. And that's to Roots, who's had a great game. Good carry from him. Bernal now has it. Strong tackle from Italy. You've got to roll away. Oh, he gets penalised. They have a penalty advantage now, England. So a free play, a little chip and chase. Oh, my word. He goes for the kick. Before it's even hit the ground, does I think that's Varney who was covering the fullback there. But England still have the ball. I think it's advantage over. Elliot Daly out in the zone on the wide. Now it's driven back. No, it's not advantage over. They're coming back for it. I imagine England are going to go straight for poles. It's in the middle, about 30 meters out. Very easy kickable. George Ford's done really well. So good with the kicking so far, that is. This will take them 10 points away. Very frustrating. Chandler Cunningham himself looking to make his debut. And Finn Smith as well. The young fly half. Two debutants. Really exciting talent here that we've been seeing from the Premiership. Yeah, 20 and 21 years old, respectively. Definitely one for the next World Cup cycle. This will be Ford's last kick of the game. 3-pointer down the middle, 30 meters out. Take England to 10 points. Yeah. He makes no mistake. Really down the middle. It's only one missed kick. A good day out for George Ford. I think he's done well. I mean, really kind of third choice I mean, you just look at the talent that England have at 10. Obviously, Owen Farrell not playing. He's taking a break from Test match rugby. Marcus Smith, who probably would have had the 10 jersey, got injured in training. But we also have Sam Underhill going off for Chandler Cunningham South, as well as Finn Smith on for George Ford. They have a bit of a cushion here now, England. 10 points clear. Again, Italy have not got any points this half. 14 points for England. Then they're in 22 are England. Danny Cates ends up a box kick. Not out into touch. Tommy gives it off to his captain Lamar, who's taken down. Great tackle from Cunningham South. Sends it wide. They've got numbers out wide. They've got a little loop pass. Monty Ioane, not really too much time. He tries to escape beats one, beats two, but meets Mario Toja in the middle. Good tackle from him. Varney sings it wide. Paolo Garbisi now gives it off. A little bit stuck in the middle of the park here, Italy. They're going to want to get out, and they do that. And it's a kick from Paolo Garbisi. Will he find grass? He does. Great kick from him. Finn Smith under a little bit of pressure. First touch in Test match rugby. Gives it back to Freddie Stewart, who sends it back long. And he finds touch. Good kick from Freddie Stewart. Alessandro Isacor is also on in the number 20 shirt for the Italians. And he'll have a role to play probably in the jumping setup now for Italy, or at least in lifting. Or almost doesn't take it down. It's not clean, but Italians just managed to hold onto the ball, but they've been driven back 10 meters. Whistle's been blown. Okay, so they've called the offside. Off Russo's head, and it's hit someone who's just ahead of him, so to speak. Or has he scored? I think he's called a knock on actually against Russo in his 50th cap. Scrum right next to the sideline here, inside the Italian defensive half. Federico Mori. So Federico Mori is the person that is replacing Lorenzo Pani, who had a decent game, not too involved, but chased well. Was a part of setting up the one try. um, Coming in for Capuzzo, who having some stomach issues we hear, and wasn't able to play today after being announced in the starting 15. And here's a scrum, Danny Kerr to put it in. It's gone down. And Italy have got the penalty. That is huge. Absolutely massive. They needed that. 10 minutes left on the clock. They need to be playing as much rugby as possible in that English half. I've been saying it over and over and over again. But it's when they've created opportunities and it's times that they've been there that they've been able to put in a lot of pressure. Just unfortunately, their own mistakes, unforced errors of knock-ons, getting the better of them. And Darren Cole just gets folded. It's a great scrum. And they successfully take the line out. They go for the maul. They're outside the 22. Need to get this ball out. And really need to get this ball out. Got on Messi. Okay, looks like they've successfully done so. Varney takes it down. Maratoja over the ball. Is it a steal? No, it's not. Denzel and Waltz make sure that they keep that ball. Make sure England are under pressure here. Is a core. Strong carry. It's Spagnola with the pick and go. Mori who takes it in. The reserves just come on. Varney now has it at the base. They're about 30 meters out now, Italy. Sending it to the right. Paolo Garbisi on the inside. Little pick and go from Ruza. He's off his feet there. He hasn't been blown up for it. Little loop around. Is there a bit of space here for Italy? Tommy Allen gives it on the inside to the sub. Murray takes it down. Monty Ioane with the pick and go. They need to make sure they keep this ball. England are just diving men over. If they've got the ball, Italy, they've made it up to inside their own, into the 22-meter line. No, Toje warned not to touch the ball. Again, now they're going left. Varney needs help. Oh, give it. No, pop it up. Oh, such a pity. My unbiased commenting has gone out the window. Um, Disappointment. Maro Toje has had a really good game. His second steal, really crucial. They just had no support. Varney was fighting on his own. Manages to fend off the one English attempt at a steal. Then, I'm not sure he was holding the ball on the ground, but he should have just thrown it, get it out of there. No other help. Maro straight over the ball. Absolutely no chance for the next person to clear out. So, Henry Slade taking responsibilities for touch, and they get it. He gets it up past the halfway line. Again, missed opportunity, but great interlinking play there. A great covering tackle, to be fair, from Cunningham South, making his mark on the Test match scene. Now, Oli Chesum has been brought off. Alex Coles is on. Danny Kerr gives it off, and it's a knock on though. They'll bring this back. Italy will have a scrum on the halfway line. Not quite the halfway line, close to their 10-meter. It was actually Danny Kerr who was receiving that had been thrown right at him. So Ruza on his 50th cap is replaced by Zabunin. And Jamie George, the captain, goes off for Theo Dan. Both Saracens. Gents, I wonder who'll take on captain's responsibility here. Perhaps Toje. Good game from Jamie George, though. Very solid from him. The Italian scrum, 55 meters from the English line, 74 minutes gone. This is an important period now for Italy. They really want to get into the half. They're going to have to try get converted try and a penalty, if not two tries. Almost have to get a result out of this phase of play. Varney puts it in. Solid scrum here, keeping the ball in. They go wide to the right. Oh, it's a huge hit on Tommy Allen. Menoncello has a bit of space out wide though, makes good ground. They're inside the 22 now. All the Italian players down. I think that's Tommy Allen stays down on that hit. He looks to be in a lot of pain. But Italy still have the ball. Mara Toje with the steal, but it's been knocked on from England. So in all of that mess, I could just see Tommy Allen who went down. Oh, that's bad from Elliot Daly. He sends out a little leg to trip Menoncello. I think he's going to get a yellow here. It looks like the ref's seen that on the screen. He's just been beaten on the outside. Give him a little in and a little out, and he was looking to make good meters there, and Elidady just throws out a shin, manages to trip him up. Um, Almost certainly going to give him a yellow here. Yeah, absolutely a yellow. There's no. It's just. I mean, it's instinctive. Not injuring him anywhere, but he's just been beaten on the outside and made sure he's stuck one out. I do want to see this initial hit on Tommy Allen though. If it was Henry Slade again, that would be absolutely massive. But not sure. They haven't shown if he's managed to get up. And Elliot Daly does get a yellow. So this is a little opening of the door here. There's only 5 minutes left. But do Italy have something in them? Commentary saying it's an instinctive action. It is instinctive, but it's exactly what to do, which is to bring him down, which he successfully did. So he's off. He won't play any further part in this match. Paulo BC sends it into touch. So 14 verse 15. When losing bonus point, not the end of the world here for Italy. That would be decent, but they really want to try and put a little more pressure. They need to get a result out of this. They have the successful. Issacore takes it. A little chip over the top. Can they gather it? Oh, it's great work from Freddie Stewart. He had three Italians coming and he cross covers and manages to get there in time. England have the ball just inside their own 22. It's a counter-rack, strong counter-rack. Danny Kidd needs to get this out of here. Ben Earl has it now. He's done well there. Has a little bit less on the kick, and I think it would have been Italy's ball. Okay, and it's a box kick that goes into touch. England really fighting to hold on here. I mean, if that ball's half a meter less deep, Italy get that ball and are almost certainly in for a try, which would have meant it could have been a 3-point game. But Italy still have the ball. They have a line out, 30 meters out. They go deep. There's a call with the knock backwards, and England get it. They're looking to wind down the clock here, only 4 minutes from time, or at least get it out. Danny Kerr, I imagine, sending this very high and long into the Italian half. Sends it high. Oh, no! It's the debutant who manages to get the ball. Cunning himself. Great tackle. Was that Monty Ioani? It was a knock on initially by the Italians up in the air. Cunning himself manages to get it. Fends off Vardy. Bit of clean air, but it's a great tackle from Monty Ioani. Why he chops him down there. The big unit of Cunningham South. And Freeman is off, and Ferry Waboso is on. And now Italy take it quite quickly. They're swinging it wide. Montiani trying to get a bit of space. Beats one. Doesn't quite put out in touch. It wouldn't be you wouldn't want that to be your first act in the international shirt for Ferry Waboso, but manages to get the second tackle in and gets him into touch. So okay, so the player of the match is Ethan Roots. On debut, I mean, hard to ask for anything more than that. Really, really good carries. 8 meters, 59 meters carried, and 8 carries total. 7 tackles made, and 1 dominant tackle. Really, really strong from him, and decent jumping. To be fair, I think won all of his lineouts. Um, yeah, strong, strong start from the young Englishman, and a promising career ahead. I think that's fair. Probably between him, Henry Slade, and Alex Mitchell. Looks unfortunately done here for Italy. They might still be able to get a losing bonus point, but that England have the ball deep in the Italian half, and they'll look to close out this game potentially even with another couple points. Wouldn't hurt the points difference for them, but I think there was a big swing there when Tommy Allen missed that kick. First of all, when England scored straight after half time, excuse me, Theo Dan was the throw taken from Roots, the man of the match today. Theo Dan has it at the back there. They're trying to mold this one now. Italy holding strong. They've been solid today. We've got to give them kudos. As they continue to go left, who still has the ball there? Hey, Roboso, strong carry, staying on his feet. Theo Dan beats one, and there's to the 5 meter line now. England, you get the sense it's inevitable that they go over the whitewash to finish off this game. Danny Kerr looking for the ball. He's trying to get the Italian to roll away. He gives it off to Cunning himself, who knocks it on in the tackle, but they're going back for the penalty for not rolling away. I imagine they'll go either tap and go or straight for the corner there. And Smith with ball in hand. Haven't seen too much of him. This looks like it might be the last play of the game. Half a minute left. I mean, there are a lot of positives for Italy. A lot of positives. But unfortunately, coming short on this occasion. But holding out England really for the whole match up until these last 10 minutes. Theo Dan gets it into Mario Toje, and he has it at the back of the maul, and they'll look to try and maul this over. Making some progress. The maul's gone down, though. No advantage. Managed to roll it around. Still alive. Danny Kerr gives it off. He takes it down himself. Quinn Smith now has it at scrum off. Theo Dan's been immense since coming on. Driving the knees, and now Maritoja has it at the base, looks to pick and go with Dan Cole. And he actually gives it off. I think it's to Cunning himself. He goes down. Kerr gives it off. Finn Smith looping around. He gets brought straight down. Another penalty, and I imagine this means it's going to be potentially a yellow card here for Lamaro. Pulls over Lamaro. Lamaro thinks, who are you speaking about? Which one of my players has made this mistake? Turns out it's him. He gets a yellow card now. We're in the red. Time is up, but England must call a scrum. They're desperate to get over the whitewash. I think for them, to be fair, that'll be such a big, just a bit more momentum to take into the next game. I mean, you look at the scoreboard afterwards with another 7 points, it looks a lot more maybe convincing, and at least you can believe that yourself. And, you never know what could happen in the Six Nations. It might come down to points difference. So this is important for them. And I think Italy will equally as much want to keep them out and make sure that they finish this game on a high, because I think it has been a really strong Italy performance. Just didn't play enough of the rugby in the right areas and capitalize when they had the opportunity. But Danny Kerr has it at the base of the scrum. They're 5 meters out of England. Couple waiting on the blind. I imagine we'll go right though. Oh, and Italy have been given a penalty. Standing up early. Beno Wabano, who is the replacement for Edis Gage, who pulled out today because of a foot issue. Italy are still playing here. They want a bonus point. So Paolo Garbisi has kicked this right up to the halfway line. As Lamaro and Elliot Daly have a chat on the halfway line, both in the sin bin. So he gets it up to the 10-meter line. This is Paolo Garbisi. I'd love to see an Italian try here. Successful scrum. Varney sends it wide. Garbisi off him to Brex. Varney. Oh, he sends it right wide. Who is a call? Who hurdles one player Little's roots and now taken down. Just a single pass. They have it still on the their own 10-meter line. You're gonna have to try to do something creative here. The players look almost dead on their feet. Bruce takes it through, almost gets the offload to Issacore. Vardy takes it on. Monty gives it back inside. Now they've got a little bit of space. Oh, off he goes. And the cello. Oh, bumps off one. Ioane swings it. It's just Hail Mary pass after Hail Mary pass. Monty Ioane gives it off. Issacore now has it. They made it up to the 10-meter line in the English half. And he puts it on the toe with Garbisi. It's still in touch and is taken by the Italians, and they have the ball just inside and they manage to keep it. Amazing work. So now they're 30 meters from the line. Needs a bit of help though. Oh, good rush defense here from England. They're going in for the steal. This might be the... No, they didn't manage to get the steal off. Now Montiani looking to beat him on the outside. He manages to not get tackled. He hands off one. He's got a bit of space, does Montiani. He's breathing. Is he away? Yes, he is. It's a try and a losing bonus point for Italy. Montiani gets chop tackled. Not held though. Gets back up to his feet. Beats one player with the handoff and has the pace to finish it off. He was involved in half of the phases of that last play. Italy sending it all the way from the right, cross kick to the left, slowly back to the right, and finally getting over the whitewash. We spoke about momentum going into the next game, and Italy don't come away with the win, but it's currently 22 points to 27. They'll get the losing bonus point. And England, I think, will feel very disappointed now in not closing out that game, and even just how it was, 10 points away or getting that final try. They were 5 meters on their own line. Monty Ioane just giving a little handoff. I think it was to Dingwall. Will be a bit disappointed with that. And he is absolutely broken. So Ethan Roots tries to get that tackle in. Tries to get the tackle in. You can just see the desperation of the sprinting at the end. They are absolutely broken. But the Italians have a lot to be proud of. And that is the end. The kick to come, 22 points to 27. 85th minute. We've been treated down to the wire here. Fortunately, spoke about that kick. Tommy Allen, had he got it over, this would have been the kick to draw up the game. Paolo Garbisi to take this one. And it sneaks in. 24 points to 27. A phenomenal game of rugby. Really, really impressed by this Italian side. A lot of guts. I think if they can just eliminate a couple errors, they'll a couple knock-ons in the midfield, just not really able to keep that momentum moving forward. But it ends 24 points to 27 to the Englishmen, and they'll be happy with that win. And they'll be going home with all points under the belt. No bonus point, but win nonetheless. Yeah, really, really strong from this Italian side. But England hold off. Were the better team on the day, a bit more composed. I think let it slide towards the last 20 minutes. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. That's the end of the England-Italy stream for this match week 1 of the Six Nations. Jamie George getting his first win as an English captain. We will soon have Wales versus Scotland at the Principality, I believe, being streamed by Stevie P, and I will be on the Munster Crusaders game in an hour or so. If you're interested, please come tune in there. But otherwise, thank you so much for sticking along for what was a really fun game, and hopefully a lot more interesting games to come in the Six Nations. Thank you, everyone.